Hello, children. Welcome back to another week on science. So last week we celebrated World Water Day and we had a very brief description of the water cycle. So today we are going to focus and zoom in on what exactly is the water cycle. So, water cycle is also known as the hydrologic cycle, and it actually describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of the earth. So, water is always changing states between liquid, vapor, and ice. And it all happens in the blink of an eye and over millions of years. So let's begin. Where do we start? Actually, there is no starting point, but we will start from the ocean. Okay, take a look at the sun. The sun is like an engine, and it is what drives the whole cycle. So, because the sun is very, very hot, it actually heats up the surface of the water. So, we will begin in the ocean, right? And when the water heats up, it actually evaporates as vapor into the air, as you can see over here. And when it's vapor, we can't see with our eyes, but it's vapor and it's in gaseous state, right? And this process is called evaporation. So air currents actually cause the vapor to rise up, okay? And then as it goes higher and higher, it becomes cooler in temperature, and then the water vapor actually condense into clouds. And this process is called condensation. Okay? This process is called condensation. Now, again, air currents move clouds around the globe, and cloud particles collide, grow, and fall out of the sky as rain and sometimes snow. And this process is called precipitation. And most of the time, rain falls onto oceans, rivers, lakes, okay? And it also falls in liquid state. So rain falls as liquid state, whereas snow actually falls in solid state or solid form, okay? Usually it all accumulates on the top of mountains, and that's why in some countries you see the top of the mountains, they are called snow caps because they look white, like the mountain is wearing a snow cap. There is also another process called transpiration. So this is where plants, when they make food, they actually produce water as one of their products. Okay, so the water vapor, again, because of the sun, the water vapor rises up into the air and then form clouds. All right, and that is a little mini cycle as well. Now, let's take a look again at what happens when water vapor, okay, sorry, water vapor from here from the trees is also in gaseous state. Now, infiltration. Whoops, let's go back. Hold on. Okay. Infiltration is when water actually falls to the ground. It means rain, okay? Rain falls to the ground and into rivers, ponds, lakes, seas, and oceans, okay? And some of the water actually goes deep into the ground and it stays there for many, many years. So under the ground, water is also moving, right? And most of the time, it slowly, if it is close to a body of water, which is oceans or rivers, okay, or lakes, right? It will go back to the ocean, to the river, to the lakes, and the whole cycle begins again. Okay, so here it shows all the arrows show you how the water cycle keeps going round and round, right? And remember that there is no starting point, but we started at the ocean just so that you can understand it a bit easier, right? So that is what we call the water cycle or the hydrologic cycle. That's all for today, children. We will learn some more next time. Bye bye.